Hello, welcome to the Love Frequency Tarot. If you're new here, hi, nice to meet you. And if it's your time returning, welcome back. It is the winter solstice of 2025 tonight. It just turned it. It's currently just past midnight. Where I'm at, and I hope that this message finds you in good spirits. I've already smudged with some beautiful sweetgrass that was provided by a dear friend of mine, but I'm going to just bring a little bit more of this groundedness to the reading, and let's just see what wants to come out for you. For the beautiful collective. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending so much love to you. We're tapped in on the love frequency. That's why we're here together right now. Spirit, what does the collective need to know right now? What does this viewer need to know right now? In the highest good of all. Again, thank you, but no thank you to all negative spirits. You're not welcome here. You are dismissed. You can click off. And this is not for you. For the highest good of all, thank you so much. What do we need to know? Please claim a circle of protection around you. There is one around this reading, but I encourage you to claim a circle of protection in your name and presence and power. And so it is. Okay. You're getting curious again. What could be? What could be in this beautiful lifetime of yours? What's possible? You're remembering the importance of setting intentions. Ooh. And it is I was going to say the summer solstice for some reason, but it is the winter solstice, and this is a timeless reading. Maybe you're stumbling upon this closer to the summer solstice, but yes, you were remembering the intention or the importance of setting intentions and planting seeds of intention. We are entering the winter season right now in my time-space reality, and burrowed beneath the frost are seeds in nature right now. And we are part of nature. We echo nature. We parallel it. And so spiritually, we are going to go through the frost and make our way back into the sunlight, back into spring. But we're just starting winter. So what needs to decompose so that it nourishes the soil of these seeds? Also, additionally, what are these seeds? This year I am practicing writing 13 intentions for 2026, the year of the fire horse, in a affirmative way. I'm affirming these manifestations as an I am or an I have. Thank you for this. I'm so grateful I have this way of phrasing. And I'm folding them up, and then starting tonight on the solstice, I'll be burning one at a time. And there are 13 that I will write. And come the turn of the calendar year, I will have one remaining. And that one is for me to tend to. And the rest I will release and entrust that the universe and spirit will manifest that on my behalf. But the one that I unfold on January 2nd will be my seed to tend to this year, to bring my attention, my focus, my my energy toward that. Everything else I can just release. I encourage you to also do this. And I was inspired to set my intentions this way by, I'm going to check on my phone really quickly. I want to make sure I quote them correctly. Jeez. The internet. The internet is crazy. What is happening? I'm clicking on the same Hanukkah video. 1 second. I was just looking at this video. What is... Oh, that Glasgow witch. That Glasgow witch. Yeah. Okay. So do with that what you will. Go follow her. But yeah, you are remembering what it's like to love your thoughts and ideas that come to you, and you are remembering the importance of setting your intentions. And sorry, y'all, I just got a new light, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to give you a clear image. All right. So this is The Explorer of Earth in this beautiful deck by Joanna Powell Colbert. She is a Pacific Northwest artist and tarot creator. And yeah, I love, love, love her work. And she transforms all of the cards into Gaian or earth elements. And so pentacles are called earth. This is a child of air, aka Page of Swords. And this is a very well loved, very well used deck because I've had it for close to 10 years and I use it all the time. All right, getting back to the point. You are remembering the importance of planting seeds of intention. In your physical reality, being grateful for what you have, and then being grateful for what you are channeling and bringing into this lifetime. The turn of the calendar year is so insignificant, yet we endow it with meaning. So every moment you can be setting intentions. But right now with the winter solstice, it's you're cosmically supported in this moment of transition, the longest night of the year, the longest amount of darkness as we creep more and more toward the light. So what have you learned as we've approached this moment of darkness, as the darkness has grown over the fall? What have you, what has this sort of isolation, this kind of turning inward phase, what has this taught you this year? And every year it's a little different. You know, we have our rituals, we have our spices and colors that start to emerge a little bit more vibrantly in every given season. But go a little deeper and see what Spirit has been working through with you. You are here to dance the dance into abundance with every action, every step, every part of this dance is done with a smile toward yourself, being grateful for this lifetime, being grateful for a moment of bliss, a moment of reflection, taking the time to just sit here and be with me for a minute and just calm down, tap into the love frequency that you are when you claim it and you bring your mindfulness to this. Can you smile to your given circumstances, no matter what they are? Can you smile and be grateful for what you do have, what resources you do have? I know by watching this video, you have access to the internet, you have access to electricity. These are huge blessings. Do not overlook this. Be grateful. You may not have everything you want yet in your physical reality, but you have so much to be grateful for. You have so many tools at your disposal. And yeah, what opportunities can you start to create or seek or yeah, what can you start to seek and dance toward? Create an avenue, create a path for yourself with these given circumstances, with these given tools, with these given resources, with the forces outside of you presenting opportunities to you. Create a path, dance the dance with joy in your heart, love in your spirit, peace in your spirit. Dance amongst these forces, okay? You're being guided. Drop into your heart. Drop into your deeper knowing that love is all around you. Love is a force. I was going to say love is a force field. Love is a force that you are part of the wave. You're a particle in that wave of love as you emanate it, as you channel it, as you deepen into it. So the path will appear as you start to walk. You walk the path. You think of your intention. You set your intentions. You get curious again. What could be in this lifetime? If I didn't succumb to a limited mindset, a limited set of beliefs for myself, what if wonder is still alive and well? The wonder of a child. This life and this earth and the humans that occupy it, the systems we operate within, the older you get, the more tainted you become. You know, ignorance is bliss. But that ignorance and that phase of ignorance is always something referential, something you can tap into. Time to get a little delulu, right? Even with all that you know, can you return to the innocence of your curiosity? May it save you. May it save you. May you allow it to save you. I don't know who that was for, but that is for someone. Let your curiosity save you. What if? You know, you are here right now to remember the importance of divinely guided action. This is the Ace of Wands in the traditional deck, Ace of Fire in this deck. And every time you see an ace, it's like Spirit is reminding you of the tool. It's like, here's an epiphany. Hello, wake up. Remember, Ace of Wands. Wands, action. You are divinely guided. It's time to really, if you're into chakra work, focus on your sacral chakra. So your divine center of creativity, that womb space that holds life and creates life, that sexual energy, synonymous to creative energy, you may need to ignite it now. If it's been turned off, if you felt dormant for a while, turn it on. How do you turn it on? Start with some simple statements to claim that you are divinely creative. Okay? So repeat after me. You can write these down and use them as you journey into 2026 or whatever is ahead of you. Because again, this is a timeless reading. I am divinely creative. I am so grateful for my divine impulses. I know what I want. The divine guides me to inspired action. I love feeling tapped in and turned on by my desire. Beautiful. These are just some examples off the cuff here of what it means to speak to this sacral energy, this divinely creative energy. You are a divine being. You are human and you are spirit having a human experience. Claim it for yourself. Claim it for yourself. Turn yourself on. You know, when you go through so much routine and so much trauma for some of us and just monotony, it's very easy to become numb, to shut it off because something in the nervous system is tightening and we are not allowing ourselves to go with our own flow. We aren't even allowing the flow to enter our bodies. We become stiff, we become cold, become maybe detached in a negative way, detached from our sole purpose. We numb it out. We don't want to be curious because curiosity might feel dangerous or scary. But Spirit wants you to speak life back into your eyes, back into your body. You are here right now. You are here with me right now. I'm so happy you're here. The divine is so happy you're here. And whether or not you've met them, there's a community of people who are so happy that you are here. So, turn yourself back on to life, to whether that's through your sensuality, your pleasure centers, meaning feeling into what do I like? What do I enjoy? What always makes me smile? What food do I enjoy? I mean, you can just go in any direction with this, but can you access pleasure in every moment of living? Even just taking a delicious inhale of breath. We have to turn that part of ourselves on. And from there, curiosity is not threatening. It's exciting to have so many thoughts. You may be overwhelmed with ideas. It's exciting to plant seeds of intention, because why not? Why not? Why not enjoy endowing this human experience with spirituality? So what? It's a little woo woo. Go enjoy your life. It's your life to live. Go dance and take a step in the direction, because the path will appear. Your partner is the universe. You have to make space for your partner to move, and you respond like a dancer and a partner dance, right? You're not always the lead, and you're not always the follow either. It's a push pull. So turn it on. Turn on the divine spark. Okay? What else do we need to know? Thank you so much, Spirit. Whew, I really did feel like that just kind of flowed through me. Oh, I am feeling called to use that deck too. All right, we'll get there. What do we need to know? Anything else from the Gaian Tarot? Thank you. If you're still tuned in and tapped in with me, I am just so happy you're here. Thank you so much. I love you so, so much. I'm really, I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you that you are open and receptive to this reading. Thank you. It's an honor to read for you. Okay. What? Anything else we need to know? Anything we know? Yeah. Okay. This is the ultimate message here. Can you see that? We have a beautiful being over a campfire tending to the flame in the moonlight. And a little bobcat friend. All right. Came in reverse. It's saying, don't forget, remember that as you tend to your flame, you feed and you warm up a whole community of people. You know, this is why this card, when this comes out, and this is traditionally the Queen of Wands. We got a lot of Wands energy in here. Got a lot of action, baby. As you do your self-care, as you show up for yourself as an individual, as the queen that you are, as you do this, you tend to that flame, and it's more than just a small little candle. Even just a small little candle can heat so much and can be so important. But as you tend to the campfire, you warm and you tend to so many others by keeping the light alive inside. Okay? So turning yourself back on, remembering the importance of having divinely guided action. How do you know which way to go? Sometimes you get overwhelmed. Follow your joy. Follow your bliss. Follow what sounds fun and delicious. Then this is different than following your mood. Because sometimes we're following our mood, and that's not quite spiritual hygiene disciplined. You know, like we're not like necessarily leaning into our discernment, okay? Because our mood can fluctuate so much in one day, in 1 hour, that like we don't actually make progress on our goals sometimes if we are too moody. Okay, we're only listening to our mood. No, this is different, because sometimes the mood is being dictated by a dysregulated nervous system. Okay, so there are layers to this, but as you do your self-care, as you continue to do your research on how to regulate your nervous system, how you do your research on how to better your communication, or to start healing with a therapist or some other professional, um, to work on unpacking trauma that you've experienced, or as you, there's so many ways to explore healing and tending to this flame. But as you tend to this flame, as you do, give yourself just a delicious meal. You go out and you grocery shop with the intention of, I'm going to heal myself through my food. Okay, that's a whole different way of grocery shopping than just going grocery shopping in a given mood and following your mood as you go down every aisle, right? There's a difference because one has intention. And as you intend to tend to your inner flame, you will be divinely guided. Those impulses will be divinely guided. Those those choices will be coming from a place of knowing thyself. And it's a skill that, if you're already watching this video, I know that you know what I'm talking about. It's an intuitive knowing that this is my higher calling, that this is my highest self. This is the love frequency speaking to me, not my mood, which can be all over the place, right? What would bring you the ultimate joy, peace, love, compassion for the self, the highest version? What would your highest version want for you? As you tend to your flame with from the highest version in you, so many other people in the ecosystem around you will be positively impacted because they can maybe cook something on your campfire. You become someone people can collaborate with, people can confide in, people can turn to with opportunities. And before you know it, you're attracting more and more and more uh, people and opportunities and divinely guided miracles. And uh, yeah, they're coming toward you because you have this emanating heat, because you know what you want, you know who you are, you know what you're here to do. Okay, you have to tend to yourself first. It's like what RuPaul says: if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else, right? You gotta love yourself. You gotta allow yourself to be curious again. You gotta allow yourself to set intention. You gotta allow yourself to take the first step, do the first little nudge of a habit. You want to become an avid reader? Just read 1 page a day. Get started. Get out of your own way. Start taking a divinely guided action. That's all it is. You want to start working out? Just put on your shoes. Start the first step. Your tennis shoes, what you're gonna go work out in. Just uh just buy the weights and have them in your space. Just allow yourself to chisel a little bit every day toward your goal. Because eventually, all of these little tiny habits, these little tiny choices, they become a new path that you are walking down, and that path will really appear for you because you are already taking divinely guided steps. So tend to that love frequency. Keep it alive inside. Keep it alive inside. It takes strength, though, at the end of the day. It takes strength to know. This is the bottom of the deck. It takes strength to know, when am I going to move with aggression, with passion, um, and the divinely guided step is to act, and when is the divinely guided step to relax and receive, because you need both, and both actions, they both are actions. To rest is an action. To rest, to buy the tennis shoes, to buy, is also an action, right? But resting is productive, and it is mm, the the wholeness of strength is to be aggressive and also like go after masculine energy traditionally, and to receive, to sit back, to heal, to rest, to attract it in, right? Both take strength. Together they create what is strength, which is why you always see a lioness being comforted by a beautiful goddess, generally, because it takes strength for both of these beings to come together and cuddle one another. You know, strength doesn't always mean pushing yourself to your limit and burning out and always climbing uphill. Strength, it takes strength and discernment to know that rest is so important to receiving, being in the receiving mode. If you're still tapped in with me, this reading is for you, truly. Part of the dance, part of the dance is letting the universe conspire in your favor. Hold the frequency, keep listening to the rhythm, but sometimes the rhythm shifts a little bit, instruments drop out, and you can slow all those steps down to just a very easy sway, right? You're still dancing. You're still dancing, but you're letting your partner, in this case, the universe, conspire in your favor and bring some of these intentions to life. Bring them into your reality by resting. So it's this and that. It's always this and that in this lifetime. Okay, we have another tarot deck called the Mythical Goddess Tarot. And I love this deck. It was actually the first deck I ever got for myself. And then I passed it along to a female friend when I felt like I had reached a certain point with this deck. And then she passed it on and passed it on. And then I recently came back in contact with this deck, and it's just exciting to start this relationship over. So I'm excited to share these cards with you and get reacquainted myself. All right, so I will be reading from this book, from the booklet. So here we go. The Mythical Goddess Tarot by Sage Holloway and Catherine Skaggs. Skaggs, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. But yeah, okay, so we'll read from this. But here we go. We have 10, Fruition of Earth. And it came in reverse. So I'll show it to you in reverse first. And this is it upright. All right. So I see this as someone who is abundant and is intending to be abundant. That's you. And it came in reverse. So for me, that means Spirit is putting extra emphasis on the card and saying, don't forget, the intentions you're setting are allowed to be as grandiose as they are, as abundant as they are. They're allowed. You know, one time I was talking to some guy and he was like telling me all his dreams for his future. And he asked me, what do you want? This is years ago. And I don't know. I don't know what I said at the time, but it didn't impress him. He's like, "Can't you dream?" And I was so offended that he had said that to me. But it really gave me pause. Can't I dream? Can't I dream bigger? Can't you dream bigger? I encourage you to dream bigger. Spirit wants you to. Spirit needs you to. Dream bigger. Even bigger than that. Okay. At the bottom of the deck of the same deck, we have another card in reverse. It's the C card, 2, and it stands for love. So I feel like this is Spirit saying, remember, don't forget that you want these large, abundant things or experiences because you are a believer in the love frequency. You are living a life that is emanating and animated by love, love of life, love of yourself, love of your community, love of others, love of the world, love of humanity. And if we want to have a more peaceful world, we need to be peace. If we want a more loving world, we need to be love. So that is my mission, and that is what I'm here to share with you are messages that come from this space of love, the love frequency. Let's see what the deck says about these cards, okay? For this first card, the Earth 10 of Earth, fruition. For those Mercury in Virgo could resonate. Maybe you have your Mercury in Virgo, or you know someone who has their Mercury in Virgo or an Earth sign. All right. This voluptuous African woman carries the gifts of the harvest to be shared with her family and community. She offers the bounty of life's wealth for all to receive and enjoy. Open now to fully experience your rewards for long work well done. This is the time of fruition, of enjoying life at its peak. Celebrate the ripe harvest and take time to smell, taste, and feel the abundant fruits of your labor. Celebrate. Y'all, what's crazy is that I put this card down and it lands on top of these two cards like this. You are planting seeds of intention, and you are going to be dancing a very abundant dance. And this benefits all. Remember, this is the ultimate message. As you tend to your flame, your whole ecosystem around you benefits. We need your highest version. We need you in your light, in your love, in your confidence, in your can-do attitude. We need to see what you want to bring to the world, your unique contribution, because there's no one like you. There's no one like you. Okay? There may be people out here doing the things you want to do, but no one's doing it like you do, because no one can replicate your essence. We are all connected and we are all love, especially when we tap into that, right? We can really emanate that, but we are all one. And so there's always going to be echoes of you and others in you. But just know, your authentic expression cannot be replicated. So we need to see your contribution. You don't have to invent the wheel. Just show us your flavor. All right. About this card, the C, Two of C's, love. We got Venus in Cancer here. I'll flip it up right here for you. All right. Two dolphins play and dance in the water of love, representing intimate relationship on all levels. Two waterfalls flow into one, just as individuality forms the strong basis of true union. Merging into oneness comes as the isolated ego is surrendered into the ocean of love. Love is who you are. I just said that. And is all around you to experience. Open your heart fully to the relationship you deserve. Open your heart fully to the relationship you deserve. You deserve to have a beautiful relationship with yourself. You deserve to have a beautiful romantic partner. You deserve to have a beautiful relationship at work, in your work environment. You deserve to have a beautiful relationship with your chosen family. You deserve to have a beautiful relationship with your friends and acquaintances and your community. You deserve this. You deserve to have a life that feels good to you. You deserve it just by being here, just by showing up and walking on this earth's surface. You deserve it. So activate it in yourself. Remember, you have to choose it. You have to choose it. You have to choose to want to be here. Easier said than done for depending on our circumstances, for our situations, right? But we have to choose to want to be here. But love is all around you. Love is all around you. And may you have the strength to listen to that divine impulse inside of you that says, I'm going to put this out there and I'm going to surrender. I'm gonna give it this go, and then I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna chill. Just be yourself. Just easier said than done. But just relax and know that you can have bigger dreams because they serve the grander good. I love you. I don't know who you are, but I'm really excited to see what you bring into the world. That you step more abundantly into who you are and what you're meant to do in this lifetime, what you're meant to bear in this lifetime. And oh heck, let's do one more card from a different deck. This is from an Abraham Hicks deck. If you know, you know. And let's see what wants to come through. This is the Getting into the Vortex Oracle deck. What do we need to know? Let's end on this message here. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading, for this beautiful collective. I'm so grateful for you. What do we need to know? Okay. Too much. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Nothing ever goes wrong. We're starting there. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The thing that you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. So, again, can you be grateful for where you are right here, right now? Can you set intentions from a place of gratitude as though they are already here? Because they are here, right now. You are on that new timeline where all of this is going to come into your reality. And it is just a matter of holding the vision and tending to that flame to keep it alive inside and let your dance partner, the universe, the love frequency, do its thing, do its thing. And just keep taking one dance step at a time. Listen to the love. Tune into love, y'all. I will see you next time. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And if you would like to have a reading with me one on one, you can reach out to me. The links are in the description. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.